The internet is a symbol of emancipation for many. It was put as one of the biggest revolutions ever. But now you're bringing the fact that perhaps there's a counter-offensive there. Is the web at a crossroad today?
Different technology produces more power for existing structures or for individuals and smaller groups. And that's been the history of important technological development to such a degree that in fact we can even look at the history of civilization as the history of the development of arms of different sorts. And whether, for example, rifles, which can be used by small groups, were the dominant arms of the day, or whether it was battleships or whether it was atomic weapons. And that defines the force relations between different groups of people around the world. And since 1945, the dominant superpower relations have been defined by who has access to atomic weapons. But what is happening now is that the internet is so significant that it is starting to redefine the force relations which are previously defined by the various weapon systems that different countries had. That's because every society that has any technological development, and those are the influential societies, have merged almost entirely with the internet. So that there is no separation between what we normally think of as society, individuals, bureaucracies, the state, and the internet. The internet is the plumbing of society, is the plumbing of the state, or the arteries or the nerves, and it has connected states together across international boundaries as well. So the internet is now a core, if not the core, aspect of society, because it's involved in how society communicates with itself and how different societies communicate with each other. It is not even as simply important as a major weapon system or energy sources. It's not right to think of it as, if you like, the blood or nutriment of society. It is the nerve systems of society. Right. So if there is a problem with the internet, there's a problem with the nerve system of society. Now, we have previously seen the internet as a liberating force because it has provided people who didn't have information with information, or more importantly with knowledge. And knowledge is power. Other things are also power, but knowledge is power. And so it has given a lot of power to people who previously didn't have power, and it has made the whole system not just change the relationships between. Let's start again. It has not merely changed the relationships between who has power and who does not by giving those people without knowledge. It has also permitted the whole system to work more intelligently. So if you like, this has lifted the boats everywhere because everyone is able to make more intelligent decisions, and therefore they're able to cooperate with each other in a more intelligent way. Counteracting to this force is mass state surveillance. That because societies have merged with the internet, communications between individuals occurring over the internet, the phone system actually now runs over the internet, electronic banking transfers actually now run over the internet. We are putting our most intimate thoughts and details, communications, even between husbands and wives, their geographic location exposed by their cell phones, etc., all flooding out onto the internet. That has meant that those groups that are able to engage in mass surveillance have a mass transfer of knowledge back in their direction. I.e., the groups that already had a lot of knowledge now even have more. So this is actually the biggest theft that has ever occurred in history. Right. this transfer of knowledge from all the intercepted communications to national security agencies and, of course, their corporate friends. The technologies behind this mass state interception are being developed and sold by French companies like Amisys, for example, which sold a nationwide surveillance system to Gaddafi. In South Africa, there's a system designed to permanently record all telephone calls in and out of a country and store them for only 10 million per year. So it's getting really, really cheap. The
$10 million.
$10 million per year. The number of, if you look at population growth, doubling about every 20 years or so. If you look at the costs of bulk surveillance, it's halving about every 18 months.